Well, I finally got a response back from the guy who I did the original reply to, and he just still doesn't get it. He keeps making these claims that the universe has to be fine-tuned. It's not. Okay? The problem with the fine-tuning argument, again, is to make the claim that the universe is fine-tuned, there has to be a fine-tuner. Unlike the argument that says the universe just is, and life happened to come up within this universe. That's all. That's the argument. The argument of fine-tuning says that there has to be a fine-tuner. Okay? Because if there's no fine-tuner, then who is there to do the fine-tuning? Okay? Versus the argument that says the universe just is, and life happened to find a way. We know that on other planet or in other galaxies there's planets that are similar to Earth. Okay, probably millions of planets similar to Earth. Okay, we pretty much know that even Mars could have sustained life. We know that there's water on Mars. Okay, so to say that if the Earth had been a few degrees this way or a few degrees that way, or it had been just a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, then life would have never happened is utter nonsense. Okay, just because the life that we have on this planet is the way it is does not disprove the fact that there could be other life on other planets. The fact that we have not found it yet does not mean that it is not there. Statistically, it's impossible that life did not evolve on some other planet in some other galaxy, seeing the size of the universe as it is. So, the fine-tuning argument is BS. I'm sorry to tell you, and I'm trying to be nice to you, but it is absolute, total BS. Okay? It's literally like, what you're trying to say is that the universe is a string, and life can only be found on the D note. So to get to the D note, we had the universe had to be tuned to fit, so that if we put our finger on this exact spot, the D note exists. Versus saying it's just stringed, and we have to move up and down the string to find the D note. That's what it really is. Okay, instead of the universe being tuned to the D note, life looked for the D note, and where it found the D note, that's where life was formed. Okay, most likely on Mars, before whatever great catastrophe happened to Mars to take away its atmosphere, there was water, and there potentially was microscopic life, viruses, things like that, which are the first part of what we are. Okay, the first replicating DNA, not DNA, it was probably RNA. RNA is a very simple thing. Okay, and if you watch anything about abiogenesis, you know that it's not, it is beyond complicated, but yet it happened. Okay, the fine-tuning argument removes that, that possible. It says, oh, well, it was, the life just happened to be tuned for this specific thing. No, life finds a way. This is just the reality of evolution. Once life comes into existence, it finds a way of continuing. Okay, the right circumstances had to be set up. Now, the fact that that these right circumstances we have not been able to replicate in the lab does not mean that it's not possible. In fact, we have replicated parts of it in a lab. Okay, sorry, but it just doesn't work. The fine-tuning argument totally just said, does the whole God of the gaps theory. We don't know. It must have been fine-tuned. Sorry. I'm sorry to tell you, my friend, you're wrong again.